Hey there, everyone. I hope you are all doing good. Today, we are going to have a look at one funny way to make very weird drum sounds by abusing reverb effects. This video has been ordered by one of my Patreon subscribers, and the idea is that it made me listen to a very nice track from Lanark Artifacts, no, weird name like this, that's named Coraline, and basically was fascinated with the drum sounds from this track. So I will basically just try not to replicate necessarily those drums, but really like to take the idea from what I've heard. I think it's like basically not that complicated drum sounds, but they are abused by effects and mostly with reverbs and delay, I guess. So our main weapons for this will be mostly three things. I wanted this to be easy to do for anyone. We will use the dual Borg sample pack I've made for Concrete Collage. So it's basically only analog drums. So I'll make you listen to all the sounds. And we're also going to use a classic stock 909 sound pack from Live, because I'm pretty sure I've spotted some 909-esque sounds. So those are going to be our drum source. And what we are going to use as a reverb will be mostly this, the Supermassive by Valhalla DSP, because it has a very big advantage of being free. And the other is that it's awesome. So here we have our main sound. Let me first show you how to turn this into more of a reverb sound. Delay at minimum, warp at maximum, density maximum, full wet. This is already one thing. Using reverb, full wet, especially reverb that are not made for being realistic, like this one, it's already giving you some very weird sounds. So what I'm going to do is straight away making an audio track here. This audio track will take as input this whole mix. And I'm going to record some stuff. No, let's add some feedback. You can hear that the delay, there's sort of a chorus thing. It's because of the mod here. So let's put the mod at 0. Oh, this is a bit too much. Clipping a little bit, okay, that's better. Let's add just a little. And this is the speed. Let's put the speed at max. Let's experiment a little bit with the density. The more density you add, the more the sounds will turn into reverb. So here you have basically a delay type of sound, and here reverby type of sound. And here you have lots of different algorithms. Each of those sounds very different. They all have weird characteristics in the padding, in the feedback path, etc. This one doesn't turn into a reverb at all. This one either. If you have a MIDI controller, you can map those things. Okay, let's stop right here. So now, let's mute this. Here I have quite a lot of weird sounds available that we have recorded. If you have already watched some of my breakbeat torture video, you know I like to work with audio. So now with this recorded, I would definitely be starting to mash things up like this. What's cool here is that you can zap into other places. Well, I've recorded way too much, but get the idea. So this can lead you to other territories. Another way that is probably preferable from what I've just did, I will keep that for later, is to go maybe one sound at a time. So now let's make just some kick drums here. Oh. Oh. I've recorded some automation without really wanting it. That's fun. Let's record it. Now, because there's different kick drums here, let's try with the others. Let's try with the snare now. Let's go with the tom. The fake weird hi-hat. Oh, that's good. This is very weird. Let's change the... Oh no, we can't. Okay. Anyway, I'll keep that for later again. This will probably make us quite a few nice samples to lay around. So let's remove those automations. This is also one of the good example of very, very aggressive and weird sounds you can get. I mean, as you're not trying to replicate anything existing here, it's rewarding to explore doing weird things. I encourage... Oh, that's good. I really encourage leaving the thing to record all the time. So every weird accident, unplanned things will be recorded as well. Okay, now let's try the same thing with the 909 sounds. We'll go here, MIDI clip over here. Let's work with some hi-hats here. Those are snares. Let's keep them for later. Those were there were different sounds in there, so let's try to get one of those weird kick drums we made before. Yes, that's what I want. And so we will so let's make those hi-hats shorter like this, and let's open another instance of Supermassive. So same here, full wet, warp at max, delay minimum, depth at minimum. Density at max. That's some pretty weird hi-hats, right? So you can also decide to just use this as an effect and leave the instruments playing, you know. On top of that, what could we use? In order to have this doing something a bit more interesting, I sequence those kick a little bit, like I would do myself usually. Now let's go grab another piece of audio later where the kick were more, yeah, laser-like. Yeah, we want some others. So let's take this one. Let's see how the snare will sound with it. Oh, it claps and stuff. So especially if you leave it like this, you can start to experiment with the mod here, which will modulate the delay time for you from that amount at this speed. And you can also then try to change the... Oh, this is also one of the kind of sound I like, where there's just like the reverb is just taking over everything. And this is the perfect type of things to add some sort of tremolo or automated level control effects after. So let's take the auto pan. Don't remember where it is. Auto pan. So the auto pan, if you put the phase on the same 0% or 300, this will become a tremolo. Then if you choose this waveform, the ramp, or you can choose to have it on the grid, for example, and then you can shape it. And same thing. This is something I encourage you to record as audio. So just to show you again, if you make a new audio track, you take Kit 909 as an input. Record and mess around. If you start messing around with the phase, it will go in between panning and tremolo, which can be fun. Well, and then it's mostly a matter of either working with the audio, as we did here, or making instruments out of this. So I'll show you how to make an instrument out of it, a simple one without going into too much detail maybe. But also, there is one thing, most of those are super stereo. And you can see, if you zoom into the waveform, that there's actually two kicks. There's an offset between the left and the right side. So if you want to avoid that, whoa, that was loud. If you want to avoid this, not the loud thing, but the too much stereo, put the width here at 0. And then experiment again. Let's record some more stuff. If you want to make very long sounds, just okay, back to the how to make it. So now how to make it as an instrument that you can play and better save. Let's make a MIDI track, put a simpler there, and the part here that you have consolidate, send it over here, slice it. Let's go transient, remove some of the sensitivity. So and so now from your MIDI keyboard, so we have to check that it's not well placed. So that's what happens usually with auto slice, but that's okay. So make sure to replace all this. So yeah, so now you can sequence those as one. And you can layer this with your normal drums. Let's remove. You can keep layer this. with your recordings. Let's remove this. And with your other kits with the effects on it. Let's make another one with some of our weird snares. Let's save those somewhere. Also, be organized more than me, that's better. Yes, that's it. So as you see, there's lots of them. So that make you quite actually a lot of weird sounds to choose from. Yeah, that's one of the things. It's fun to record things while you're messing around with parameters, is that it makes very crazy one-shots for later. Also, while you're here, you have access to all the controls, like envelopes and stuff. If we go to, let's say, pitch envelope. Let's make it very sharp to just add a little bit of attack to it. We also have the filter. So let's put an LFO on this filter. Up right here. So yeah, let's go with some of those. Well, it's very badly mixed right now, but can also, of course, change the pitch. Let's not re-trigger the LFO. Well, let's say that's it for today. I hope this was helpful. For those who want to order videos like this, make sure you check out my Patreon and subscribe to the teaching session. That's all for now. See you next time.